How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another XRP update. And if you remember from my last video, I was saying that XRP had to find support on this moving average and $2.65 in order to continue up until this next resistance, $3 to $3.15. But the thing is, after meeting the target, there's no more further expectation, so it was considered, at least for me, going to be a lower high. Now, it didn't even manage to hold this as support to get up into there. So even though it could have continued higher and still lowered high, it didn't even manage to get up there to do that. So this is still considered a lower high over here, lower than the previous. Yet to actually meet the target, but a very key level of resistance. We were attempting to turn it into support, but it's now failed, and we've come down to the next level. I guess this is a key level of support, so I will mark it out. And this is where it needs to find and catch a bounce pretty much. This from here, $2.45 to $2.55. This is what I was saying in yesterday's update. It would need to bounce from here and reclaim the level that has just been lost. But we've just lost it. So support should now turn into resistance. At the moment, that's looking like the high that we've chosen to put in. And if this $2.46 level is actually lost, we've got this final trend line. I've been warning about this the past couple of weeks now. There was this falling wedge pattern. I was the first to call this, not last Friday, but the Friday before. From down over here, we called the breakout, and for the move up, I gave two targets. This one is this one, and this one. I was saying even if you get up to the target, the final one, it's still going to be a lower high, and we expect a rollover. That could happen from the first resistance. Guys, we actually broke through the moving averages, so it was actually looking a lot more positive. But I was making everyone aware in the videos that XRP was the only one that actually saw a decent breakout. If you compare it to some other coins like Sui, you can see it broke out, came back down, but Sui was actually one of the stronger ones. If you look at Solana, it broke out and rolled over. If you look at Bitcoin as well, the market leader, the one that has to show everyone who's boss, broke out and just went down. So these are not the signs we want to see. XRP was actually the strongest one to break out, but it still was not good enough. We need to turn $3.15 into support, and then we're in the clear. Until then, unfortunately, this is resistance as well as that. At the very first hurdle, trying to flip it into support, we've lost it. It then becomes resistance again. I've kept it red. This is now the local support, $2.46. It must reclaim $2.65, 71 to move up into there. Remember, still a lower high to roll over. This could all be a right shoulder out of this massive head and shoulders pattern. We're actually seeing this on ETH. I made an Ethereum update. If you want to go check that out, they're all like 5 minutes long. Bitcoin's got that potential double top, but Bitcoin, as it's yet to lose key support, it's got every right to bounce. But again, lots of resistance with the falling wedge meeting a target up there. Should be considered a lower high. So we have to see how it develops. Even a bounce is a big risk to trap us back in. Until I see XRP above $3.15, I'm going to keep mentioning and warning that this can still happen. Now, what do I want to happen? I, of course, want the neckline to hold. I don't want this bearish pattern to happen on XRP, because that actually means the whole market is going down. I want the whole market to go up. So what needs to happen going forward? I've just mentioned, please break this level, 265 to 271, and reclaim $3.15. That must turn into support, and we can go to these higher up targets. But guys, those targets, don't look too far ahead. They are not currently happening, because currently we're under all this resistance. While under this, those targets are not happening. You have to break them for those targets to happen. So yeah, prepare, do what you will. Even if you DCA over here, and if it eventually breaks through this red box, great. But if it never does, then, you know, there's no point in that DCA. So it's very hit and miss right now. Until we see this flipped into support, only then it's all worth it. Until then, the risk is we can roll over, create that head and shoulders pattern, and see a big breakdown into the 200 EMA, like sub $2. We don't want to see that. So it must hold these two green boxes, $2.20, $2.46. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Stay tuned. There's many updates on the channel. Check them out. If you want to get further education, if you want to know what I'm personally doing right now, extreme portfolio changes, use the links in the description. Check out the Discord. I also do weekly live streams to mentor you so you can read the charts on your own. Cheers.